જય જિનેન્દ્ર બધાને સૌને અને વેલકમ ટુ શ્રી નવયુગ જૈન પ્રગતિ મંડલ્સ યોર હેલ્થ your well-being sessions. આપણા બધા sessions, they're all recorded live on YouTube. So your presence is consent to share online. All the information given here in this session and any future sessions we may hold is general advice, and all participants should consult their own GP or other professionals in accordance with your personal situation. The organizers take no responsibility for consequences arising from your failure to seek independent advice for your situation. So please bear this in mind.
જય જિનેન્દ્ર બધાને નવયુગ પ્રગતિ મંડળના તરફથી બધાને વેલકમ કરું. વેલકમ નતાશા. 10 વર્ષ સુધી she was working as an advertising producer. એના પછી she is moved from advertising producer to being a mindfulness healer and a Reiki healer. In her talk, I think I would request her to first begin with sharing her experience. It came, being in a very good job of being an advertising producer. A mindfulness and a healing ma kevi rite avya. She does guided meditation, one-to-one counseling, group meditation sessions, and she does this across the world. She does, as I said, she's a mindfulness healer, she's a master in Reiki, and she's also a certified yoga teacher. She's been practicing vipassana 5 વર્ષથી vipassana practice કરે છે. અગર કોઈને ખબર હોય, ઇન્ડિયામાં vipassana is a big thing. બહુ જગ્યા પર એમના સેન્ટર્સ છે. And today she's going to give us a little insight of her journey and also give us a little session on how we can help ourselves.
I'm really blessed and honored to be a part of this session, and I'm really thankful to each one of you to come and join this session with me. As we all know, I think meditation is a way of life, and I, being from the industry, from one of the most glamorous industry, Bollywood and advertising, understood over the last 10 years how important mental health and well-being is. Even though it is full of glamour, a lot of attention, a lot of people, there is still an emptiness within all of us. And that I realized, and I understood that I needed to heal myself. And I went to Vipassana, I learned Reiki, I understood the importance of pure breath. That's it. Just being with breath is what Vipassana taught me. And in aid to that, I started doing Reiki. मैंने Reiki भी learn किया, मैंने Vipassana learn करी, जिसमें बहुत कुछ मुझे समझ आया कि एक सिंपल मेडिटेशन, 10 मिनट की मेडिटेशन अगर आप करते हैं दिन में, तो आप कैसे बेनिफिट कर सकते हैं अपने डेली लाइफ में. एक कामनेस, एक सुलझावापन ला सकते हैं. जैसे आपको कोई भी प्रॉब्लम हो, उसका सोल्यूशन मिल सकता है. ये नहीं है कि हम प्रॉब्लम के बारे में सोचते रहे, क्योंकि हम ओवर थिंकिंग बहुत करते हैं. और वो ओवर थिंकिंग का एक सोल्यूशन, बहुत सिंपल सोल्यूशन है कि आप बैठ के खाली ये सोचिए कि मेरे को अपनी ब्रेथ के साथ रहना है और वो मेरी रियलिटी है. और फिर आपको सारे सोल्यूशंस मिलने लगते हैं धीरे धीरे करके. और वो मैंने अपने आप रियलाइज किया अपने साथ, और अपने सारे फ्रेंड्स और फैमिली के साथ भी रियलाइज किया कि एक्सेप्टेंस सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है. कि हाँ ठीक है, मैं ऐसी हूँ और मेरी सराउंडिंग ऐसी है. और इसके बारे में आई थिंक पिछले 1 साल में, लास्ट 1 year हैज रियली टॉट अस ड्यूरिंग द पैंडेमिक दैट just being in a confined place in our houses with few people or nobody, how to deal with it. I think my meditation technique really helped people during this really difficult times of anxiety. And anxiety kind of really made people physically and mentally ill, and healing with breath was one way to help them come out of it in a very slow, steady way. They came out of it mentally, physically, and emotionally more fit and more healthy. So that is what mind healing is about, and mind immunity is about. Maybe you have practiced meditation, maybe you haven't. Don't worry, just follow my guidance, just follow my voice, just surrender to my voice right now, and just be with me. Enjoy the session. Don't think too much, just relax and be. So sit comfortably, sit straight, Keep your neck back and head straight. आप किसी भी पोजीशन में बैठ सकते हैं. Comfortably बैठिए. अपने neck, back और head को straight रखिए. अपनी eyes gently closed रखिए. And just relax your body and mind. बस surrender कर दीजिए. कुछ मत सोचिए और बस अपनी breath के पास आइए. Natural, normal, pure breath. Just come to the breath. Just observe your incoming and outgoing breath. स्वाभाविक, natural breath. जैसी है वैसी breath. सांस को देखिए आते हुए और जाते हुए. स्वाभाविक सांस. Relax your facial muscles. Bring that beautiful smile on your face as you bring your entire awareness to the breath. ये टाइम आपका है. ये टाइम आपका है आपकी ब्रेथ के साथ, अपनी सांस के साथ. ये टाइम बस आप अपने आप को दीजिए. अब एक स्लो डीप ब्रेथ लीजिए. Breathe in from your nose slowly and deeply and breathe out from your mouth. एक लंबी सांस अपनी नाक से लीजिए और मुंह से छोड़िए. Breathe in deeply from your nose. लंबी सांस और exhale. Breathe in from your nose and exhale from your mouth. One more time, breathe in slowly from your nose and exhale from your mouth. Now go back to your normal, natural, pure breath. Keeping your neck back and head straight and eyes gently closed. As you breathe in, feel the love that you breathe in. You're breathing in pure love, peace, calm, security. And as you breathe out, feel the freedom, feel the release. You're breathing in love and you're breathing out freedom. आप जब सांस ले रहे हैं, आप भरपूर प्यार से भर रहे हैं. आपका every part of your body, आपका हर अंग प्यार से भर रहा है. और आप जब सांस छोड़ रहे हैं, आपकी सारी एंजाइटी, कुछ भी दुख, कुछ भी पेन, दर्द, सब निकल रहा है. You're breathing in love and you're breathing out anxiety. Be with your natural, normal breath. स्वाभाविक सांस के साथ रहिए. Relax your body and mind. Completely relax your body and mind. अपने शरीर को completely ढीला छोड़ दीजिए. Feel the gravity and grounding. Relax, relax, relax. You're secure, you're peaceful, you're loved, you're healthy, you're free. Now slowly breathe in from your mouth and breathe out slowly from your mouth. Breathe in slowly and deeply from your mouth. And breathe out from your mouth. Breathe in slowly and deeply. And breathe out slowly and deeply. Feel the abundance of air that surrounds you. Feel the unconditional breath. The breath is with you unconditionally. It is giving you the life, it is giving you the love. You're here with it. It has been with you ever since you were born, and it remains with you. Acknowledge the breath. Be with the pure, simple, pure breath. You're loved, you're calm, you're peaceful. Now take a long, deep breath from your nose. And exhale from your mouth. Breathe in slowly from your nose. And exhale from your mouth. Slowly breathe in and exhale. Keep that beautiful smile on your face and feel grateful to be with your breath as the breath is with you. You have given this time to yourself, to be with yourself. Your body, mind, and soul are completely in sync with each other. I'm grateful to each and every one of you to give yourself this chance to be with your only reality, the true reality of self and existence, your breath. You're healing yourself with your breath as the breath heals you. Now we'll do the 3 Omkar chants. You can repeat after me. Take a long, deep breath. Om. Take a long, deep breath. Take a long, deep breath. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Keep your eyes closed and feel the surroundings. Feel the calmness and peace that surrounds you. Slowly rub both your palms together, making them warm, and put them on your face, covering your eyes. Feel your warm embrace. Feel your palms, feel the love. Slowly open your eyes in your palms and bring down your palms. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that we all could do this little session. I hope everybody's benefited a little and understood what the practice is about. So during COVID, I think the last 1 year has been really difficult for all of us in terms of uncertainty. There's so much uncertainty. And there were a lot of patients who I treated, or I could say clients who've got COVID, unfortunately. And their main, the anxiety was more about the taboo that was surrounding the virus rather than the actual disease. People are like, there was so much isolation, and the isolation was eating everybody up. So I think my meditation technique through which I helped them was to understand that it's okay to be with oneself and one's breath, and to reflect within. And as they reflected within and they understood that they're not alone, actually they are with themselves, and they've always been with themselves. They've never understood the reality of being with our own selves. We are our own best friends. And that is something that I kind of really helped them cultivate within themselves. And that helped them gain mental strength, physical and emotional strength, because it was a lot to do with the psychosomatic aspect of the disease, because the psychosomatic was affecting them more than the actual virus. The fear of losing near and dear ones, or the fear of actually dying, was so overpowering that to understand, to detach oneself from the entire surrounding, and being positive about the fact that we do not have the disease. It is there, out there, it is definitely there, but we don't have it yet. And we might not even have it. Most of the people haven't got it. So people who have got it have suffered, but people who haven't got it have suffered mentally more, and that has caused them anxiety, depression, high BP, heart problems. And that is something that I really felt that people need to sit with their breath, still in stillness, and understand the importance of healing themselves without anybody being around.
People think that they are alone, but they are not alone. They are with themselves. So it is so important, and especially when you have these uncertain times where you are not allowed to get out. I think that's a very, very important thing. And to spend time with yourself is very important. Is there a specific dose of meditation or of practicing mindfulness or breathing techniques?
I think there wouldn't be a dose for sure. It is very subjective to every individual, as in, but I would say that 10 minutes, morning and evening, 10 minutes of just being with ourselves, like literally, like I recommend that as soon as we wake up, we just sit wherever we wake up on our beds, we just sit with ourselves and just observe our breath for 10 minutes, if not 10, 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes before sleeping. You won't believe the positivity, the energy that produces throughout the day, because you've observed yourself, you've calmed yourself down, and that positivity and energy is there throughout the day. And when you do it at night, I have had clients telling me that they've slept better, and since they sleep better, the next day is beautiful. So it's really helped. So I would say 5 to 10 minutes a day morning and evening, would be a little dose. But if you can do it for half an hour, nothing like it. Half an hour is the ideal scenario.
આ એક બહુ મોટો પોઈન્ટ છે કે પોતાના પર ધ્યાન રાખવાનું બહુ જરૂરી છે. નહીં તો તમને જે કરવાનું છે એ તમે નહીં કરી શકશો. you will somewhere યંગ હોઈએ ત્યારે બધું આમ લાગે કે બધું કરી દઈએ, બટ પછી 30, 40, 50 માં પછી ખબર પડે, પછી 60, પછી 70, we
So
realize.
there is one thing I would definitely add there. So if you're talking about age and you talk about a dose, the number of your age is the limit of your meditation. Suppose you're 30, it's 30 minutes. If you're 60, it's 60 minutes, and that's how it works. So the more your age, the more the meditation.
A lot of people have asked that. I have never meditated. મેં ક્યારે કર્યું નથી. અને જ્યારે હું કરવા બેસું છું 2-3 મિનિટમાં જ there are 1,000 thoughts in my mind. Everything's coming. What next? Or how I want to do things in the day. So આ માટે બહુ વાર we start and then we give up. So is there a way around it?
First of all, I would say that no thought is bad. There would be thoughts. मतलब ख्याल आना नॉर्मल है. It's a very normal thing. तो जब कुछ ख्याल आता है तो ये नहीं है कि अरे मेरे को सोचना नहीं है. अच्छा ठीक है, ख्याल आ गया, वो आया, let that thought come in and look at the thought and say, okay, I will deal with you later. Right now I need to come back to my breath, and you bring yourself back to your breath. The other way could be where you're having too many thoughts. Usually it's about the present. It's never about the present, sorry. It's about the past and the future, the thoughts, right? So then you come back to your breath by taking a deep breath. You know you're thinking too much, so you just take a deep breath and then come back to your breath. So if you take a few deep breaths when you're thinking too much, then you come back to your present moment. So that's one way of coming back. And obviously my voice always helps, because I know that personally also I know if I'm meditating, there's so many thoughts. So I bring back myself as well to the reality, to the present moment. So that's one thing. Thoughts are not bad. That's one thing I really want to tell everybody, because people think meditation is about not thinking, emptying the mind.
Should kids get into meditation? How do you sell it to them that this is also a way of life?
Yeah, so when I take sessions for kids, like you said, it's not easy to get their attention. They're all over the place. And so what I tell them to do is just sit and be. I never ask them to do anything. I just tell them, okay, close your eyes and be. You want to laugh, you want to cry, you want to talk, just do it. And then just keep your eyes closed and be with your breath. I'm not asking you to be anything but yourself. The whole point is, what I teach them is acceptance. Okay, I am not feeling like doing it, ma'am. So I'm like, okay, just sit. Don't do anything. Open your eyes and just sit. Just that patience of sitting in that position starts cultivating patience in them, where I said, okay, if you don't want to close your eyes, don't close. And what happens is, when they see others closing their eyes and meditating, they start, it's almost like they're like, replicating them. So if one kid is doing, the others always try and, copy them. That, okay, I don't tell them to do anything. I just tell them to be. The whole point is that we're never taught to accept ourselves as we are. Even now, as adults, we never accept ourselves. Okay, we are a certain way. We never accept our surroundings. The main thing what the pandemic has taught us is acceptance. And that's what I've been trying to, cultivate in kids as well. Okay, you are a certain way. It's okay to be that. So that's how they kind of really build in patience, and slowly they start understanding just breath. I teach them only breath. There's nothing more. I keep telling them that, okay, breathe in deeply and breathe out deeply, because they need something to focus on. So they'll never focus on natural breath. They need more guidance to physical breath, So that's another way which I kind of help them.
The next thing is about the other part of this whole, one of the reasons why we bought this session was a lot of people are working from home. Okay. And there is a common thing which is going around that, when we are working from home, બધાને લાગે છે કે they're working too much. They're working more than what they should be.
I think, like I mentioned before, the morning and night thing is very important to go through the day as well. And also incorporated during maybe a lunchtime or a tea break. just sit for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, keeping everything aside, and just after your lunch or before, just do it after or before your lunch and after or before your tea, because that really helps to, it's in between the day. So what happens is that you tend to organize your mind and your activities if you're sitting in between the day, because we're constantly running after something or the other, kids, family, work, deadlines, but if we just sit for that 5 minutes in the day, that really helps to kind of really calm and organize yourself, and not overwork or overthink too much.
જે લોકોને બીજા ડિસઓર્ડર્સ હોય જેમ કે એન્ઝાઇટી છે, ડિપ્રેશન છે, મેન્ટલ હેલ્થ ઇશ્યુ, સ્ટ્રેસ અને પોસ્ટ ટ્રોમેટિક સ્ટ્રેસ ડિસઓર્ડર્સ, એના માટે do you do something different for them?
I customize the sessions according to the needs of different clients. I do incorporate healing there in a very big way through Reiki, because Reiki helps to heal. Distant healing is there in Reiki, and that's what I use for a lot of these issues, whether that's anxiety, depression. There are people who think they have depression as well, and they think they're getting into it. So that is also a very crucial stage to make them understand that it is not, it is just pure feeling of despair. People feel very, they feel helpless because things are not in their control. So I kind of design programs around each and every individual. It's very customized. Group sessions are more regular, more to do with meditation, and I heal them as well. But one-on-one sessions are personal, and they're to the needs of everybody.
Is there a certain age to be a Reiki healer?
It is above the age of 16. And above the age of 16, I was 20 when I started learning Reiki. So that's as early as people can learn Reiki. And Reiki is basically channelizing the energies of the universe. So it is a lot to do with the belief of individuals. And you can learn Reiki at any age above 16. And well, Vipassana, as per Vipassana, we can learn from any age. From the age above 5 is what Vipassana is taught. And Vipassana is also a way of life. So both Reiki and Vipassana can be learned at really young ages. Reiki is more technical because there are signs and, visualizations. Vipassana is very pure, it's just about breath.
What is Reiki healing exactly? What do you do? Let's say.
So Reiki healing is that we heal through visualizing light. The different techniques which are learned, and Karuna Reiki is specially for different kinds of medical conditions. So I have done both Reiki and Karuna Reiki, and Karuna Reiki helps to heal more chronic diseases.
While doing the meditation, or sometimes you can go to sleep. Now, how do you address that?
You realize you're sleeping and you wake up, you take a few deep breaths and come back. You can even go and wash your face. If you're doing a longer meditation, like a 30 minutes, just go quickly wash your face and come back. Otherwise, you can just take a few deep breaths and become conscious that, okay, I've slept, I need to get back. And sleep is not bad, but you need to be aware that you need to focus on the breath. Ideal time is 30 minutes to an hour. Hour is it's like the most ideal time. Vipassana sessions we usually do for an hour. But we still, if we can take out even 30 minutes in the day, whether it's morning or evening, that would be a good timing, to do. To start off with 10 minutes, because it's very difficult to sit. If somebody's not really done meditation, even 10 minutes would seem so much, They're like, well, we can't sit, our leg is paining. Suppose your leg pains, you can obviously just put it out, keeping your eyes closed. Keeping your eyes closed and keeping your body still is one of the very important aspect of this meditation, or any meditation, because once you have that stillness in the body, you can feel a scratch somewhere, or you feel your leg is like hurting, or maybe you're feeling a itch on the face. Just look at it, observe it, and let it go. Don't do anything about it, and just be still. The stillness will help you concentrate better.
Even now, when we were doing it, after coming out, I feel lightheaded, that I want to sleep.
Yeah, that is the relaxation. So your mind is so relaxed, including your body. So the mind is completely, it let go of the thoughts. If you realize while you were doing it and you were concentrating on breath, the mind became empty of thoughts. And that's why you wanted to go and sleep. As soon as you let go of thoughts is when you get sleep, if you realize. Otherwise, if you're anxious about something, sleep is very difficult to get, right? But as soon as the anxiety goes down and the thoughts go down, is when the sleep comes in. So technically, it has helped you. And now that, if you take a small nap, you will feel so energized after this nap, you'll realize it. And it's good. It's good. It's all right to feel a certain way. It's okay to acknowledge it.
What I want to see that most of the time, as you rightly say, be like, so busy with our life and, like we never think about ourselves. What can we do so that it reminds us that, no, this is the most important thing in your life? Is there any key to that?
Oh, key. There is no key, but awareness. Awareness. And I think that's why I always say that we should incorporate it right from the morning. As we wake up, if we make it a routine, we have to incorporate it as a routine. Once you become aware in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night, then it becomes a routine. It becomes a part of your lifestyle. That is the only way to make it a part of your life. There's one more thing which I would like to add to this is that if we realize that it is said, I don't know how true it is, that our breath is limited. We have been sent to this earth with limited breath. And that breath we can actually elongate. हम अपनी अपनी लाइफ को लंबी कर सकते हैं अगर हम अपनी ब्रेथ को लंबी करें. अगर हम छोटी ब्रेथ लेते हैं तो वो एंजाइटी होती है. एंजाइटी लीड्स टू एनी काइंड ऑफ प्रॉब्लम. एंड इफ वी ब्रीथ लॉन्ग ब्रेथ, अगर अभी आप मेरे साथ एक लंबी सांस लें और छोड़ दीजिए, एक लंबी सांस लीजिए मेरे साथ, एक लंबी सांस लीजिए और धीरे से छोड़िए. एक और लीजिए, एक लंबी सांस लीजिए मेरे साथ और धीरे से छोड़िए. अभी आपको कैसा लग रहा है? एक रिलैक्सेशन है, एक फुलफिलिंग फीलिंग आती है ना, वो पूरी ऑक्सीजन जा रही है आपके अंदर और रिलैक्स हो रहे हैं आप. सो मतलब इसको आपको लाना है अपने रूटीन में कि हाँ, ये मेरी रियलिटी है. जब भी कुछ होता है, जब भी आपको फील होता है कि ओ माय गॉड ये क्यों हुआ, आप एकदम से ना कंसंट्रेशन ले आइए, ला सकते हैं. वही रूटीन में लाने की बात होती है और वो अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो जाती है कि अच्छा ठीक है, अब मैं ब्रीथ करूंगा. ठीक है, मेरे को गुस्सा आ रहा है तो मैं ब्रीथ करूंगा एंड यू जस्ट ब्रीथ इन एंड ब्रीथ आउट फॉर 5 सेकेंड्स. वो अपने आप शांत हो जाता है. तो मतलब अपने हाथ में है सब कुछ. इट्स सो इजी टू calm yourself down.
Thank you. I think both of you has given a really great guidance, but it doesn't clicks, like, we think that it's so easy, what will happen, because we don't see that. हमको दिखता नहीं है ये. जब दिखता नहीं है तो जो बेनिफिट कैसे कब आता है, इट्स लाइक अ स्लो प्रोसेस होती है. Maybe it's a long term benefit आता है, पर ऐसा जो like if somebody reminds all the time, every few months, say, look, we have to do that, we have to do that, maybe we follow, and that will help. Our life is so difficult nowadays के इतने स्ट्रेस होते लाइफ में, यहाँ पे स्ट्रेस रिलीव करने का भी कभी टाइम नहीं मिलता है. इसके लिए ये सब प्रॉब्लम आते हैं कि पुराने जमाने में ये सब था नहीं. उनके पास जो भी था वो सब हैप्पी था. हमारे पास लाख है तो 10 लाख चाहिए, 10 लाख है तो करोड़ चाहिए, लेकिन चाहिए हमको 1000 रुपये. अभी पता चला है all we need, our need is so little. My father used to live with only one bag of clothes throughout his life.
Right.
He's happy, and I realize now that like last 1 year I have not worn more than like 6 pair of clothes the whole year.
All of us. I think that's for all of us, no? So it is more about the needs. It's
That's
more
right.
about the wants than the needs, no?
Thank
So,
you
yeah.
very much.
સુવાની પેટર્ન બેટર થઈ શકે મેડિટેશન થી?
Yes. I have had almost all my clients till date say that their sleep pattern has increased and improved so much you can't imagine. Like that's a feedback from everybody I have helped, because meditation, like just now somebody had shared that, everybody is sharing that we fall asleep. So just imagine this 5 minutes or 10 minutes of meditation has helped them just fall asleep because they get rid of the thoughts, anxiety, and relaxing. So meditation is one of the best ways to improve your sleep. Then somebody else has written that, can I meditate on a chair instead of cross-legged on the floor? Definitely, whatever comfortable position. You don't need to sit down, but it's ideally the best position.
Can you shed some light on this aspect? When should you start doing this? Obviously, nowadays we let our kids also do it in school, and they have yoga bugs and all those things. So we all know this benefit, but somewhere when we have to adapt, we think, "Nahi, later on we will do. Where time nati hai ena mate."
Hmm.
So
The earlier the better. And I'm telling you that I think it should be introduced in all schools, and meditation, especially yoga, definitely. So there are three aspects to yoga, which is asana, meditation, and pranayama. And all three are very important. But meditation is one way of actually building in patience. And once you build in patience in kids, you'll see so much improvement in their studies, in their behavior, in the way of life. So I think patience is something that can be cultivated through meditation, and the earlier the better.
So just wanted to ask, as part of breathing exercises, we sometimes practice trying to hold our breath for a minute or so, just to see our capacity. How best to do that?
Well, holding breath is something that I would not really recommend, because I always focus on normal natural breathing, because I think that is where the attention should be, and that's how we normalize our entire system. So if you normalize your breathing, is where you normalize your entire system.
There is someone who has asked, how do I know if I'm meditating the right way?
There are lots of meditations right now which are being taught. The one I teach is so simple that anybody knows they're doing it right. Is just focusing on the incoming and outgoing breath. It's as pure as that. I mean, it can't get as simple as that, right? So you just look at your breath coming in and going out. There would be times when your thoughts are overpowering your breath. You forget your breath, and that's when you come back to your breath. That's all. It's so simple, and that's why I recommend it as strongly.
Someone asked that what's the real way of breathing? I think what they mean is, what's the normal way of breathing? Does the stomach go in after exhalation, or is it vice versa, or the chest
Well,
goes in?
usually the stomach goes in after an exhale. That's the normal process. But I think there are times when people have opposite breath as well. But they should always try and normalize it to an exhale in the contraction of the stomach, and inhale the expansion of the stomach. That's the ideal way.
There is no immediate return. It's not I go to the gym and I take 10 kilos and I'll feel my muscles building up and I feel great. Anu effect dekhawama, it's going to take time.
I think I'll just say one word: consistency in the practice is what will show effects, which is there for anything in life, right? So if you're consistent in doing it every day, twice a day, you will see the effects through the day. I won't even say, Suraj, I won't even say that you'll see it in months. You'll see it through the day. You start doing it for 10 minutes in the morning. You'll see the effect, the energy, the clarity through the day, and the sleep. In a week's time, you'll see the difference. I'm not saying months, I'm saying weeks.
So thank you, Natasha, firstly for joining us.
Thank you so much.
India ma, at the moment, it is way
Yes,
past midnight. At this time also, you have found time for us and join Karuche. That is very, very appreciated. Thank you so much. This is a very subtle topic, very a topic which is not spoken about very regularly, because it's okay, simple breathing exercise and everybody knows about it, but nobody does, or a lot of people don't do it, because there is a lot of people said, right, by Kidu ke ina kai impact directly visible not tha. You are not able to see what is the result. I don't know what will be the result if I do it today, tomorrow, next day, but it's not like you take a cross something and get a result. So
See an
yes,
immediate effect. Yes, definitely.
so thank you again, everyone.
Thanks to Shilpadi for introducing us to Natasha ji for this.
Yes, thanks to Shilpa Jaikar as well for helping us out finding Natasha for this session.
Yes.
Thanks, Natasha. We hope to see you again.
All right.
And,
Yes.
Thank you once again.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Good night. See you.
Thank you.